This segment is sponsored by Frankie at Seaside. Sip, savor, and support. You are invited to a very special 6-course wine and food pairing fundraiser at Frankie at Seaside.
That's right. Here with more is Executive Chef Ted Jackson to my left, and to his left, Elliot Williams from the Lutheran Homes of South Carolina. And you've got this entire studio, guys, smelling and looking good. Talk to us about this.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, Elliot, we'll start with you. This is an event Tom and I were saying. We were there, we did it in 2019, I think, because of the pandemic. You haven't done it in a while, so we're excited that it's back. What are we fundraising for?
So we started this 8 years ago. This will be the 6th annual due to that thing called COVID.
Right.
So we're excited to bring it back. And all the proceeds from this year's fundraiser will go back to the Lutheran Homes of South Carolina Foundation for Frankie at Seaside. For those residents that have done everything the right way, they've saved for retirement, they've saved for their long-term care. But because they've moved to a place like Frankie, they've extended their life and they start to run out of funds. So we work with that resident and their family to help pay those bills so that they can continue to call Frankie home.
Right.
You guys have been doing that for a number of years, though, not just with this fundraising, but through other ways as well, right?
Yeah, so we've got a lot of different funds that we use both for residents, and we had ways to support our staff as well. I know last fall we talked about celebrating a milestone for Frankie, but this year is 130 years since C.D. Frankie left his bequest that started the foundation in Frankie. So 130 years here in the Lowcountry, serving residents and staff alike. So we're excited to be here.
Chef Jackson, you are working away. Yes. You are a big deal, first of all. You're new to the Lowcountry, new to Frankie, but you've had a restaurant in Pittsburgh, in New York City. So we are just thrilled to have you in Charleston. What is your inspiration for this menu?
I know, I'm definitely excited, and just started with Frankie 2 months ago, and like Elliot was saying, on my second day, he was like, "We're going to do this event, and we're going to knock it out of the park."
Your second day.
Oh, it was after. It was
no
after
pressure.
orientation.
No stress.
It was like
2 minutes after meeting. I was like,
so
in
a month and a half, I need you to come up with a 6-course tasting menu. So I'm super excited. I love doing these. I love pairing wines with food, and inspiration this year is kind of old meets new. Like I'm taking a lot of old school techniques like the confit of the duck and doing like braised short ribs, but then introducing them with some newer kind of techniques, flavors, and stuff like that. So today, I really went classic with the confit and the foie gras mousse and the gougere. But then something that I'm really into these days is roasting citrus.
Yeah.
So I started with fish tacos a long time ago, grilling limes, and it just sweetened them up, and it makes them just so much more unctuous and vibrant, everything like that. So what I did today was, took all this nice blood orange, ruby red grapefruits, and navel oranges, sliced them really thin, and just a little bit of olive oil and sugar, and roasted them in the oven, and you get these like chips, and then I shred them, and then take the fresh supremes of the fruit, mix it all together with an herb, which I'm pairing oregano today with this, which I thought really paired well. So the menu's kind of going along that lines of each course with kind of a classic technique meets a new one.
And if I can say, you and Erin go back a long ways, because when she worked in Pittsburgh, she attended one of your restaurants, and it was fabulous.
I know, we just found that out this morning.
You are so fancy, first of all. I mean, all these big words you're throwing around. It looks amazing. 6 courses. So you mentioned the confit, the mousse. Like, what else are you serving out of these 6 courses?
So, we're doing stuff like starting out. I do this wonderful thing where I love doing just raw oysters, but with fun little toppings and stuff like that. So doing like a homemade creme fraiche, a little bit of caviar, and then pairing it, with some like brioche toast points.
And I don't even like oysters.
I know. Another one, kind of like that classic melon wrapped prosciutto. I'm doing an Emberico ham, like a Spanish ham that's aged and doing 3 different types of heirloom melons, some grilled, some raw, and then some of them like kind of just like cured. So it'll be like a mixture of that with fresh burrata and then the Emberico ham. Basically, the inspiration was just doing the tasting. We were sitting there trying each one, and in my head I'm like, ooh, this might go with coffee, or this might go with this.
And something we need to mention, we talked about during the commercial break, with the 6 different courses, is that correct? 6 different courses, you'll have a different type of wine with it.
With every course.
And only one of those wines can you actually buy at the store, get at a restaurant. The rest of it
Oh, it's good.
That's
point.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the event, you can purchase the
Yeah.
wines
Yep.
there, so you can
Yeah.
get as many as you like,
Yeah.
and you have a card, and the ones that you like and everything. And like you said, none of them can be purchased in the store, and only one of them is actually in a restaurant, but still not able to purchase.
Oh, fantastic.
How do we
So-
get tickets? We just saw a picture of the room. I know it's going to fill up and sell out.
Yeah. So this year, I've kept a few tickets on hand, but you can email me. The information's up on the screen.
Okay.
You can email me or call Frankie at Seaside's number. But we have 6 tickets remaining.
Okay.
6 tickets. So
Six.
do it quick.
And I remember when you did it in 2019, when you mentioned it, literally within about 5 minutes they were gone.
We sold out in about 11 hours last year, or 3 years ago. So it will go quick.
And you know the thing is, because it's been a couple years, people have just been waiting. Like, remember
Yeah.
how wonderful that
Yeah.
event was a couple
Yeah.
years ago?
It's an exclusive event. It's a great time for us to highlight the culinary team at Frankie because it takes a team, because you see how long it's taken Chef Jackson here to plate this up with that detail, and imagine doing that for 62 dishes
Right.
Yes.
and trying to get it out in a quick amount of time. So it'll be all hands on deck.
Excuse me, so technical, he was using tweezers at
I
one
saw
point.
that. I saw that.
And I'm going, wow.
Scary tweezers.
I'm sorry.
Are you the? No,
No,
I was
you're
going to say,
good.
do the residents at Frankie eat like this every day?
Not every day, but we
This is
do.
a little elevated, but they are so lucky to
Everything
have
is
you.
done from scratch, and we have a great culinary team there.
Yeah.
And we start early in the day, and we try to make sure that they enjoy a
At
good
what
meal.
age can we get in?
55.
55 retirement. You can come in at retirement
There you
and stay
go.
all the way through
All the
skill.
way.
I thought you were talking about the dinner. That would be 21 though, right?
Yeah, 21 and up.
Exactly.
We're doing this year. We're adding a VIP reception at 6:30, so you get to hang out with our wine sommelier Mandy and Chef Jackson for a bit, and have
It's gonna
some
be so good.
some hors d'oeuvres, and then we'll roll into dinner at 7 and go from there.
You talk
Thank
about
you,
Chef
guys.
Jackson with all of his background and with Johnson and Wales, and used to be with Boeing and a number of other great
Yes.
institutions all around the East Coast. Yeah.
Yeah,
Guys,
so-
Thank y'all for
we're
being
out of
here.
time, but
No.
thank you for being here. I
Oh, yeah.
need to take a bite.
Yes.
That-
And I need you to try it definitely with the gastrique
Yes.
or the compote. So we're going to
the
get
gastrique
you
and
set.
the
All right.
compo going
Yeah.
on. While he's doing that, 843-856-4718, or you can simply email him, ewilliamselliott at lhomes.org, right?
There we go, perfect.
ewilliams
I'd
at
call. I
lhomes.org.
wouldn't wait for the email. I'd
I
just
would call.
Yeah.
6 tickets.
Ooh, now you're talking.
Oh, now it's
So-
going live. We're
so
going to go
this is-
commercial. We've got more Low Country Live right
There we
after
go.
this.
Absolutely.
All right.